Markiplier 2016 here. Today we're gonna be doing a Gorillaz review. It's been 7 years since the last Gorillaz album. Oh shit. My lighting's a bit off. You see this? I'm in the middle of moving to California. I'll have a whole setup where you don't have to see my junky ass room or my TV because I'm selling it. But today we're going to be talking about HUMANZ by Gorillaz. It's been 7 long years, and this comeback album is really, it's not good. It's all over the place. This album has no idea what it wants to be. It's conceptually incompetent, incoherent, and impotent. There's nearly nothing said in this album, and as far as instrumentals, it has no idea what it wants to be. I understand that most Gorillaz album doesn't have a defined genre, which makes sense. I can understand that. But throughout this track, it's trying to be this. At some points, it's trying to be this callback to 80s American funk, soul, R&B type music, and other times it's trying to be a parody of bling rock from the 2000s to 2010. You know, like Black Eyed Peas, and for example, in moments when De La Soul is rapping to this insane flamboyant synth beat, it's just bringing me these flashbacks, these Vietnam flashback to this time in music history where I just didn't want to belong in. It's that bad. I don't want to listen to a good rap artist, a few good rap artists trying to be Black Eyed Peas. They're a terrible band by today's standards, of course. Back then they were popular for some reason. And not only is he targeting this towards a worldwide audience who may not know about these people, who may not even like this kind of sound. They're expecting electronica, trip hop kind of thing. They're not trying to listen to some 80s funk soul, some 80s neo soul. This is not Gorillaz. This is not. Of course, I know you do delve into different genres of music, but this music is so out of place. And in a way, he utilizes these artists to make this kind of callback. It's just awful. In Andromeda, he has like Dram barely audible throughout the track. Yeah, Dram being this real hyped up kind of rapper guy, cool kind of smooth vocals guy, and he just completely wastes him through this whole album. I mean, this the whole song. And as far as like concepts or meaning behind some lyrics, I'm kind of glad he stayed away from having a political message. I don't want to see one of my favorite artists, another favorite celebrity of mine, turning to this another virtue signaling kind of person, but I would have respected this album a lot more if he stuck to his guts instead of pussyfooting around these topics that instead of like saying something himself, he leaves it to this artist to say something, and then after he does that, he cuts out all mentions of Donald Trump. And you can hear it in audio where it's kind of like blank spaces in between verses, in the middle of verses. I don't get that. And his reason behind this is genuinely insane, because he says, I don't want to give him more fame or popularity than he already has. And what sense does this make? This is album reacting to his kind of politics. That's what he said it was. Why not mention him at all? What was the point of this whole album then? I'm gonna go back into instrumentals. There's this one song, Busted in Blue, where it's straight off a Blur album. Just straight off a Blur album. It's Damon crying, vocalizing through this entire album to this really moody, very sad, very depressing, very just jazzy background instrumentals, and it's just the most out of place track through the whole album. The whole album is just really high paced party rock club music, which is never good for a Gorillaz album, by the way. But this is what it is. Buzzed in Blue is probably, despite Albarn having the really good vocals throughout it, I really did enjoy it. I just could not care for this album. This is not a Gorillaz song. This is a Blur song. If I wanted to hear Blur, I would listen to Blur. If I want to hear Gorillaz, I want to listen to Gorillaz. I hate that this album tried to be this party rock anthem kind of thing. This kind of new age shit that I really don't like. I want to hear interesting lyrics. I want to hear interesting vibes. I want to feel the music. I want to hear good electronic beats, not still too boring, very, very flamboyant throwbacks to other music. I want to hear something good. I want to hear something that rings. I'm feeling a light to decent 3 on this album. A 3. Yeah, 3. Gorillaz, 3. You can listen to it. It's not that bad to listen to. It's just a whole mess. Peace out, bro.
Press the button to begin.
All my life
I'm in a staking bar, I got debts, I'm a debaser.
all my life
Sad and about to my love, and I'm just